morning from Ocho Rios, Jamaica. We know we're certainly not going to be the only ship here in port today. We have the Celebrity Reflection. But I'm on the port side, so I can't see the port yet of the town to see what other ships are here, but it looks like we might get a little rain today, but as they call it here in Jamaica, a little bit of liquid sunshine. So we're going to do a Ocho Rios highlights tour today, and we'll explore and get a good idea of this port city. It's a beautiful morning.
The Ocho Rios highlight tour will take us through Fern Gully, Konoko Falls Botanic Gardens, and then a local restaurant for treats. This is my first time to Ocho Rios, so I'm really looking forward to the experience.
So we're doing our Ocho Rios highlights tour today, and covered a lot of stuff in the first stop. Went through St. Anne's Bay, which is the birthplace and the resting place of Bob Marley. Also learned that gas here is the equivalent of $8 for a gallon of gas, and a flat of eggs here, which is a couple of dozen, is $15. So not too bad on the eggs, but gas is a lot higher. And then we also learned that there's over 120 rivers on this island. This morning we also went by Marcus Garvey's memorial. He is the equivalent to what we know back in the States as a crusader like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. And then we also learned a little more about their public education system. The kids go to school from the age of 3 to 17, and it doesn't matter if you go to public school or private school, you still have to pay. If you do have some financial struggles with that, their government will help subsidize them. And then they go in shifts because there's so many kids that need to go to school that they do them in shifts. So right now we're just getting ready to take another walking tour through this museum, and I'm going to say the name wrong, but it's Konoko Rainforest. One of the things that we also learned this morning is the water in Jamaica is probably some of the best and cleanest water in the world because it comes primarily from springs and it's filtered by limestone. And they keep saying if you drink it, you'll be 10 years younger. Nicole found a kitty friend. Oh no.
Columbus definitely made an impact on Jamaica, but probably the two most influential people to this island were Marcus Garvey with his activism and Bob Marley, who used his music to stand for social justice and freedom. Here's a fun fact. The Taino Indians were the island's original inhabitants. It can be tricky to understand the Jamaican language when it is spoken. Even though English is the official language, Jamaican patois is spoken by the majority of the population. Patois is a Creole language based on English, West African, Spanish, French, and Portuguese.
Yeah, that's how we feel part of in Jamaica. I'm saying, yo, boss, put that mean if you're okay. Bless up. We up. Turn up. Yeah, you guys are eating.
This cotton we use to make to stuff pillows, cushions and blankets and windbreakers. It's not used for medicine. Alright? So every 2 years we harvest cotton from this plant, big tree right here. The trunk of the tree, in olden days they used it to make canoe boats to catch fish. Or it's said to have gold at the foot of the tree. In olden days they used to plant gold at the foot. And set spirit there, set fire there to watch it. Make a meaning, a land of food and water.
We are together again.
So,
We are together again. We are
this side of
together
Ocho
again.
Rios, we have 8 rivers in this town called Ocho Rios. Ocho Rios was named by the Spaniards. 8 rivers. 8 Rios rivers. This one right here is Milford River. This water supplies about 30% of Ocho Rios population with drinking water and for domestic purpose. So from here they pipe it to the reservoir, filtered it and treat it, distribute in town. Alright? Milford River. It's our national tree of Jamaica, maho. Some person will call it blue maho. Reason being, on the inside you have blue streak on the inside. In Jamaica we use maho to make furnitures. As you know, table, closets, doors, you name it. Maho, we don't color it. We just put a sheen on it or varnish it. Over here we have the rubber tree. Rubber tree, most time used as an indoor plant, as we have shorter version of the plant. Alright? Rubber tree said to produce more oxygen than any other plants. It also purifies the atmosphere. The stem from a tree, they process and use to make latex rubber. Like surgical gloves, condoms, elastic bands and chewing gums made from this plant. Alright? Rubber tree. So every 2 years we harvest cotton from this plant, big tree right here. The trunk of a tree, in olden days they used it to make canoe boats to catch fish. Or it's said to have gold at the foot of a tree. In olden days they used to plant gold at the foot and set spirit there, set pirates there to watch it. Alright? The green banana. Green banana. In Jamaica we use the green banana to make banana chips, banana porridge. Ripe ones we use to make smoothie, fritters, banana bread. Alright? Banana is also a species of the Helicona family. It's the only edible species of Helicona, is the banana. Alright, let's start them. Here we have the pimento allspice. Pimento allspice. Reason why it's called allspice, in this plant or in the berries of the plant, you have 4 flavors: clove, cinnamon, nutmeg and pepper. All 4 spices you will find in one plant. That's why it's called pimento allspice. Pimento allspice used to make pimento wine for baking. Also, best jerk seasoning made from pimento. Alright, strongest jerk seasoning made from pimento allspice. In Jamaica, we don't eat calabash in Jamaica because it has an unpleasant smell. But the shell from the calabash, the outer part, very hard. So for that reason, we use it to make craft products, such as cups, dish, water bottles, handbags, maraca. Musical maraca we made from calabash. Ashtrays we made from calabash. In some countries they use calabash to make a juice called miracle juice. It's a medicinal juice. Alright? But in Jamaica we don't use it for that purpose. Over on this side, my friends, this flowers right here is called Aurelia. Aurelia can be used to make tea for bronchial conditions like asthma, sinus, called, you name it. So my friend, if you have cold, you can dry the leaves, use to make tea for 10 days and you drink. It relieve your cold and sinus. Alright? Aurelia plant. Royal palms native to Cuba and West Florida. These palms, they have a lifespan of 55 years. They can grow as tall as 70 feet. And they can also resist the storm. So no storm will damage the farm. Alright? The first GPS we use in Jamaica is the mimosa. Mimosa is a species of legume. This plant is a sensitive plant. Whenever you touch on this plant, it will close for 50 minutes, then open back. In olden days, they used to plant it around the sugarcane farm. So whenever time the slaves run from the farm, they can keep track of which direction they go. Alright, look at this. In Jamaica, we call it the shame old lady. When you touch, it will close, then open back in 50 minutes time. You see? When you touch it, close. Yeah. It's called a mimosa or shame old lady in Jamaica. It's a sensitive plant.
Have you ever had Jamaican coffee? I really like it, so I always bring some home with me.
These coffees you'll mostly find in the Blue Mountain Peak of Jamaica. Here we have a coffee bean right here, guys. So the coffee bean is now ripe. Normally, in the wild we have a lot of coffee in the wild, especially the Blue Mountain Peak of Jamaica. It's the coldest point in Jamaica. That's where you find most of these coffees. So once they're ripe, we pick them, we dry them, and then we roast them and pour them into coffee beans.
Maybe if this little guy crunched on a few coffee beans, he might move a little faster.
Here he is. Come here, little buddy. Come on, little buddy. Come on. Come on. You know I love you. Come on. Come on, little buddy. You know I love you. Come on.
Over here we have some tortoise.
Hi, little buddy.
Tortoise only live on dry land, no water. Only on dry land.
Thank you, little buddy. So in Jamaica, they only have crocodiles.
Maybe you've heard of Dunn's River Falls. Well, this isn't it, but you can still climb these if you want to. Everything smells so clean and fresh, surrounded by all the trees, plants, and the flowing water.
We're going to Lookout Point at Konoko Falls.
This point is a great place for photo ops, but has a fantastic view of the town below. Our final stop for the day was Oceans on the Edge for fresh banana cake and Blue Mountain coffee. If the views don't make you want to come back, then these treats sure will. We know we'll be back. I hope you've enjoyed this little taste of Ocho Rios. Please subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you on the high seas one day.
Attention Globetrotters! Thanks for joining us on another Happy Compass travel adventure. Your likes, comments, and shares mean the world to us, literally. From sunny beaches to majestic cruise ships, your support helps us keep refining our commitment to you. Whether you're strolling through charming European streets or laughing in group trips, each moment is special because of you. Your love for travel fuels our passion, and we couldn't do it without you. So, here's a huge thank you from the bottom of our travel-loving hearts. Keep dreaming, keep exploring, and keep being awesome. Until your next adventure, safe travels and happy trails. We can't wait to see where you'll want to go next. And just maybe with the Happy Compass traveling banner, right? Thank you for being part of the Happy Compass travel family. See you soon.